Hello and welcome back to the Super Mario Maker Showcase. And by the time this video goes up, Super Mario Maker 2 should be very nearly released. Very exciting times, but surely we want to try and get everything done before Super Mario Maker 2 comes out, because who's going to care about this game when the sequel comes out, because the sequel looks so much better in every single way. Anyway, in the last episode, we took on the Koopa Factory, we got chased by Bowser for an entire level, and we explored an underground maze. In this episode, we're going to take on a level based on Super Meat Boy, being level 119. I believe this is a speedrun type level with a very strict time limit, so we'll probably die a lot on this level, but I want to give it a go and see if we can get through it. Yep, this is a speedrun level, you have to do this very quickly, but it's also very precise because it's Meat Boy after all, and we've already died. You have 40 seconds to complete this level. And we die again. Okay, we're into this section here. I based this level design on the actual Super Meat Boy level itself, which is quite hard to notice when you're playing it in Mario Maker, but very precise jump here. You have to get this pitch perfect in order to make it pass. Ah, missed it again. I finally made it past this part. Now be very precise here because this is a low jump where you can easily die. And we should clear the level. The fire flower back there was meant to represent Bandage Girl, as done in the Super Meat Boy levels when you reach the end of the level from where Bandage Girl's location is. They lost Magikarps. Wonder what that level was all about. Well, we won't be finding out in this episode because this is a specific showcase for certain levels. Anyway, that was the end of the Super Meat Boy level. On to the next level. Now this level is based on Tetris. Playing underground Tetris, in fact. So Mario is trapped in a Tetris board and has to progress through to the end. This is an idea I had which was a similar idea to which was spawning the Tetris Temple level that I did in the Smash Brothers showcase. So without further ado, let's start this level. I have not played this level in a long time, so I do not remember all the specifics of it, but I do believe we start in a Tetris board. Yep. As you can see, all the blocks there are shaped like Tetraminos. We can hit some of them to collect coins and such. In fact, I believe none of these can be actually broken. You can collect a lot of coins if you want to, but well, some of them can be broken, but we are small Mario, so it wouldn't make much of a difference. If you go into this part here, it's just a dead end. But there's a 1-up mushroom over here. You can use a very specific tech on the edges of the Tetraminos to be able to jump up them, but you need to use them to progress up to this pipe. There are coins there that spell it next and score, and you've also got the next block that will drop down, but the game is kind of on pause at the moment. So go through this pipe. And we've got another part of Tetris blocks, but this time they're made up of blocks like these ones. So we've also got a couple of Koopas that have invaded the area. We can use them to progress up a bit higher if we want to, but it's entirely possible to get up here just on the Tetraminos themselves. That being said, these ones will fall down if you stay on them for too long. We go up here, we'll see another Tetris board there. Now into this section, not many blocks have been come down in this one. It's very clear an early game level. It's a little bit easier to block off in Mario Maker 2 with the whole full block lines or something. We want to progress up through here. We've got a fire flower. To progress through this part and up this pipe, we are now in another section. Now this is a problem though, because we're infinitely trapped in a section of Tetris blocks. And there's arrows pointing out to the right. So how on earth are we supposed to get through this part? You've even back through the pipe, but you're wrong. What we actually have to do, in fact, is take this bomb block and throw it that way. This will allow us to progress through to the other side. There are multiple ways you can go through this section, but this is how you are supposed to eventually finish the level. This is the hardest part of the level. It's added to spice it up a bit more because I thought the rest of the level was a bit boring. And we lost another power up. This is probably the basic section where people will get stuck most. Now we need to use more bombs to get through this part. As you can see, I've allowed for the fact you can progress through multiple areas of this. Now if we progress through this part here, on Mario, we can now go through here, and we can end the level. Mario got a bunch of cheerleaders. If we stand on here, we can fall down to here to get through here, although you can also jump the gap. And we finished the level. That was Underground Tetris. Wasn't quite as good as I was hoping for a Tetris type level, but the whole thing was kind of something that was an idea I had, which didn't quite work too well. Bill O'Reilly spin flips. Some of these other levels I have to do in my own spare time check out. Anyway, we have one more level to do in this episode before we conclude the Mario Maker Showcase. In what has been a relatively easy stroll so far, I haven't really had too many difficulties apart from the meatball level with the countless deaths, but we're going to save that level above there for later on because it's a sequel level to another level I made. And this time we're going to do the Blocky Graphics level. So, without further ado, let's start the level. This is a new Super Mario Brothers level. So we've got the wall jumps intact and everything that comes from that. Take this with us. Now, as you can see, we've progressed through here by jumping up the walls, and now we've got a bunch of bullet bills to deal with. So avoid them if you can. You can also jump on them if you want to. You've got a thump here that's going to break things. There's an optional power up there if you want to collect it. Now the thump, be very careful because we can see the thump there, and now we know its exact location. Hit this here, there's a bob-omb. Now be careful, this bob-omb can blow open the level, so you want to be very careful when you're using it. Now we want to be able to progress up this way, so we're going to wall jump up here, but it's not high enough. We need the bullet bills to be able to progress up that way. And we lost the power up. Okay, so what you want to do is use the bullet bills to jump off there and then wall jump to the highest section. Meanwhile, remember there's a thump here every time you go through. Now the bombs are coming back for us. And, well, we've got a couple of bullet bills to work with now. Anyway. Bugger. Oh yeah, there's an invisible block there. I knew that can't be the only way to get through there. Find that Goomba. We'll go across this way now. I wanted to make a level that wasn't just scrolling right all the time. I wanted to make it go left as well. This bubble will blow things up. Now we go down this way, as indicated by the arrows. And we've got something here. Now we use you hit random blocks here. You notice that there's a Goomba that can kill you here by trapping you with said hidden blocks. But that's how you progress up that route. Be right back. As you might have guessed, this level's called Blocky Graphics because it's full of blocks. Hidden blocks, all types of blocks. Now, when we get to this part here, we want to hit this block here so we have a bit of room to move. And then we want to hit this P-switch so that we can go run across this route. Not that you especially need to because you can drop down here if you want, but there are quite a few enemies down here. And more specifically spinies, which will get in your way if you're not careful. And you can earn a ton of 1-ups through this route. And you can also kill the rest of the spinies by doing this. So in reality, it's more of a multi-choice route, really. You use the P switch, or you can go across the top. Whichever way you want to go, there are options. Jump across these, not that we need to. Obviously, if you're skilled enough, you can get 1-ups from this section. Now, if you go up this way, the level continues. This is a tough section. You need to use these platforms, and there's a very specific jump you need to do to get across here. So do a running jump, and you can get across this way. But you're quite precise in your jumps here to get through this part, otherwise you will fall into that spike pit below. Now you get star, and you're invincible if you run across this route. This level is very generous with 1-ups. I think I was in a stage where I was trying to relax with a maybe too unfair policy of designing levels. Anyway, we got up here. Progress through this bit here, but it's quite easy to lose a life here, and I don't think I've actually ever done this part without losing stuff. Kudos to you if you can do it without losing that though. We drop down here, there's a hammer bro and a spiked trap piranha pit. This is a big trap, you have to be really careful with this hammer bro. This is the hardest section of the level now. This was my attempt at designing a more traditional Mario type level. Watch out for these hammer bros now. Use the fire flower to defeat them if necessary. I provided plenty of fire flowers in order to be able to do that. Now you can go straight to the end of the level from here, or you can try and do the extra section to get to the top of the flagpole. Oh, true. Well, we will never find out. Okay, after countless deaths, we're finally back up to this point. For how much longer, I wonder? Right, kill that hammer bro, get him out of the way. So you can finish the level now, or you can go for the secret exit, which is a bit harder to do. I'm gonna go grab this extra fire flower just for safety. Mind this hammer bro though. Kill him so he's out of the way. By doing that, I've screwed up and lost my fire flower. So, this level really needs a checkpoint, I think. I don't think checkpoints existed when I was making this level, but they're really needed because you do need them in order to be able to get up here. So, there's multiple routes to get up here. You want to ideally try and get to the very top so you can get the flagpole. See if we can get to the top. I think the idea is you have to jump off this part here, and then jump specifically up here, and there's the top of the flagpole. And we're finally done with this level. Yeah, it's alright level really. It's a level that exists. But, oh well. Anyway, that's it for the end of this episode, and the end of this episode of Super Mario Maker Showcase. There's still more levels to show left, but they're going to have to be for another time. And with Super Mario Maker 2 coming out soon, I may not have enough time to show all the levels, but I'll try and get as much levels shown as I can before we move on to Mario Maker 2. Anyway, goodbye.